Live, it's TA from LA.
Romo back to throw deep to the post. Witten broke a tackle. Touchdown, Cowboys. Romo's under center. Give it to Murray. Coming at right guard. Nice hole. Touchdown.
25-3 Cowboys.
Romo gets by Clay Matthews, throws sidearm over the middle, intercepted by the Packers.
Are you kidding me?
That was crazy.
Yeah, bad decision by Romo.
Give it to Lacy, leaps the middle of the line to the end zone. Touchdown! And the Packers have the lead.
The Cowboys had a 26-3 lead at the half.
Romo waits, guns it right side, nearly intercepted. There is your dagger.
This is going to go down as one of the worst defeats in the history of the Dallas Cowboys.
Des Bryant's leaving already. Des Bryant he walked up the tunnel. The game's not over.
The idea was to run the ball and make them use clock. Tony threw a pass, and that's what happened on the interception. It was a run call, though, that he threw the ball on.
Oh my goodness, time for some mind-blowing stats regarding Tony Romo in close games in the fourth quarter. Over the last 5 years, in the first 10 minutes of the fourth quarter, Romo's actually looked pretty good. Completion percentage, low interceptions, passer rating, way above average. But the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, a vastly different scenario. You can see it in blue. The completion percentage drops off, the interceptions go up, and the passer rating almost half of what it is in the first 10 minutes. So, since 2011, Romo has one of the lowest passer ratings in the final 5 minutes of close games. You see that there, along the likes of Henne, McCoy, Fitzpatrick, and Romo. We would normally put all those names together. Let's discuss Tony Romo, shall we? Dan Hellie here with Willie McGinnis, Lorenzo Neal, LaDainian Tomlinson. And to be fair, when we're talking about Romo, the guy does have 10 fourth quarter comebacks since 2011. It's the most in the NFL. Is he the guy to lead this team to the promised land, or is he the biggest problem in Dallas right now?
I want to hear from my Dallas resident, the guy who sees a lot of Tony Romo in the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, he never says anything bad about the Cowboys, does he?
Maybe not. Maybe.
Well, listen, guys, I think there's a few ways you can actually look at it. Okay, Romo hasn't played well in late games. We know that. We keep on hearing this story, and at some point, I don't think he's going to get it. I don't think he's going to get the fact that he can't fit the ball into those tight coverages at the crucial times in the game. Another aspect of it, you're up 23 points, guys. You have to run the football, so that's on coaching. Coaching, you have to know your personnel. Don't put Tony Romo in that situation. He has already proven that he can't handle those critical situations. So run the football, eat up the clock. DeMarco Murray is averaging over 7.5 yards a carry. You can't do that.
I think there's enough blame to go around when you talk about the Cowboys and how they played in this football game. The defense, we know, is not the strongest part of the Dallas Cowboys right now. Knowing that, going into that game, you have to understand that it's about game planning and adjustment football. Yeah. Like LT said, if you're not playing well on defense, what do you do to keep that defense off the field? You have to run the football. You have to sustain drives. They were also 2 of 9 on third down. You got to be able to convert on third down to keep your offense on the field. Sometimes your best defense is your offense.
You got to realize the Dallas Cowboys were winning that game. So it was the time that he threw the interception. He checked out of it. It was a run called. He checked out. It took it upon himself to throw that ball.
Hey, guys in the box had it worked, though, would have been a great.
No.
But here's the thing.
At that point, you have to run the ball. You have to be stubborn and run it no matter what.
No question. And even if you don't run the ball, he didn't have to throw the ball. Take the sack. Throw the ball out of bounds. Line up again. Punt the ball. And now you said, I'd rather make that defense or offense drive the length of the field than give them a short field. That's just a bad play.
You know what the three of you didn't do? None of you answered the question, is Tony Romo the biggest problem? I know there's a lot of blame to go around, but would you say
he's the biggest problem?
When you lose the game, though, Dan, you can't point at one individual because you lose as a team. And Tony Romo wasn't playing defense. He didn't give up all those points in the 5 drives that the Green Bay Packers came out and consistently took the ball down the field and scored those points. The defense has to take some blame in this. They got to be able to make those stops. But it's complementary football. When your defense isn't playing well, then you have to score points. You have to do things outside of the game plan or whatever it takes. We know this team is predicated on passing the ball. We know that they have guys that like catching the football. We understand that. But what's best for the team at this point in time was running the football, regardless of who thinks that wasn't the right call or not. You have to do what's best for the team.
That's on coaching. You have to be able to run the football in those situations. That's why I say You know, that's clock management. They ran the football 7 times in the second half.
They had 30
that's
plays.
all about. That's clock
How many
management.
times
That
have
comes
the
directly
Cowboys
from the
lost
coach.
games and it's come down to situational football, whether it's taking a timeout, whether it's a 2-minute drive, whether it's changing the call at the line. You have to look at the situational football aspect of this game and how it took place.
Let's let Lorenzo wrap this up. So is it coaching, is it quarterback, or is it defense? Who's the biggest culprit here for the Dallas Cowboys?
It's all in combined. You have to look at this. Offense entertains, but defense wins championships. When you got a guy, Tony Romo's a guy you paid $100 million to, and he's your leader. He's the face of your franchise. You have to put that on Tony and say, guess what? You're the leader of this team. You lead. Why'd you throw that ball in that situation? We called a run. That was his fault. So he's got to take that one, this particular loss. That's on Tony.
And clearly, Jason Garrett was not afraid to put it on Tony in the post-game press
It's called
conference.
accountability.
That it is, my friends.